Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead right into nail prep. Nail prep is the most important thing when learning how to do nails. The first thing would ask your clients to wash their hands and then go in with 99% alcohol, 97, 70, it doesn't matter. Just some type of alcohol to do an extra cleansing. Use your cuticle pusher. You can either have a metal one like me or a wooden disposable one to push back the actual skin of the nail bed and reveal the cuticle. Now remember, the cuticle is not the actual skin. It is the dry, dead skin cells that's up under the skin that you want to push the skin back to reveal so that you can clean it off to help reduce any type of lifting when laying your acrylic or doing your dip powder. When doing pushing back your cuticles, you want to do this pretty gently, you guys, unless you might have a client that the skin is actually connected to the nail bed. I've had that happen a few times, and you're going to have to kind of push a little bit harder, but not too much harder, because you don't want to hurt your client. Then you go in with your cuticle bit. Now I have a few cuticle bits that I use. This one right here is a diamond cut cuticle bit. I also have a dome diamond dust cut cuticle bit that I use, and I really do like. But when you're using this cuticle bit, have it at about 3,000 RPMs on your e-file. Now, if you're not used to your e-file yet, you can also use a regular file, nail file, hand file. But I will recommend using like a 180, maybe a 240, because you will be using it on the natural nail bed. But once again, use your e-file at about 3,000 RPMs, a pretty slow speed, but not, it's a good speed, but it's not too fast, so it can cause damage to the natural nail bed. The next thing I use is my sanding bands. I purchased my sanding bands from Amazon, Pana, the Pana brand. This one is a 180 sanding band. I also have the 240s, and those, the 180 and the 240, are safe to use on the natural nail bed. Now, when using the sanding band, you're basically pretty much knocking off the natural oils that are produced on our fingernails, so that you can have once again, a clean surface so that the acrylic or the dip powder can adhere to the natural nail bed, and it can reduce any type of lifting. Some people get lifting anyway because they fingernails, we sweat and we produce oil on our natural nail bed, so they'll probably eventually have lifting, but it can reduce the amount of lifting that a client may have. So just take your time during this process and really get into cleaning that natural nail bed. Okay, so once I am done using my e-file, I go in and knock off all excess dust from my client's hands, and then I go in with my fingernail file and file down the nails. And her nails are pretty short, but I just want to kind of file down any little excess peakers that's hanging out, so that way we won't have any lifting when it comes to the tips. Then I go in with my nippers and I nip off any of that excess dry skin that's hanging around. You definitely want to get that away, because I mean, who wants that in your pictures? You don't want dry not cuticles, I'm sorry, dry skin hanging all out in your pictures. You want your pictures to look cute. And your client, most clients like this client, she picks and bites at her skin. So you want to go ahead and go and knock that off, so that way she won't have any reason to be picking and biting at her fingers. And it's not healthy. So you want to go ahead and just clean all that excess skin off. And please be careful with these. They are sharp. If you're not comfortable with it, that's fine. I completely understand, because there's sometimes I'm not comfortable with it. I'm afraid that I'm going to cut or nick someone. But the best thing to do is just kind of just take your time. If you feel like, if I'm about to cut them or I'm about to nick them, leave that area alone. Leave it alone. It's okay. It's just fine. You are a beginner. Do not stress over it. You'll eventually become comfortable with your nippers, and your nippers and you will become one. So yeah, just continue to go ahead and clean around the skin, trying to knock off any excess skin, excess dry skin, so that way you'll have a pretty good clean surface to work with. This is how I do my nail prep, and it has been an amazing time with you guys. So see you at the next video.